Welcome back, Shaggers, to another episode of Tossers, your weekly dose of everything sports and pop culture, which you don't get from the mainstream media.
Back with your two favourite white boys.
The best white boys of all. Thanks for listening. Just a bit of a prelude. If you can be bothered, give us 5 stars. It means a lot. Lockie Crawley said that he'll buy your Bundy and Coke if you call him out.
Bundy and Coke, Toss. Normally you're a rum and milk guy.
Yeah.
And a couple of coffin nails, boys.
We'll take what we can get. But also, if you can show Lockie Crawley some love on Instagram, it would be much appreciated.
No, we're not starting the show with calling out my people to my Instagram handle and for people to like and subscribe to the show.
But this is the only reason I started this podcast, was to give you shout outs and
to
boost your following.
Mate, no, I'm not about that stuff. I don't want to be an influencer. I'm just here to make the world a better place, you know. It's not about the fame and infamy. It's about just, you know, getting the right message across.
Well, should we talk about some things which haven't put the world in a better place?
Yeah, righto. Go on, lead us away.
The current US versus Russia prisoner deal, Brittany Griner for the Lord of War.
What's his name? The Merchant of War.
The Merchant of War, Victor Bout, Nicolas Cage. I think that's what Joe Biden thought. He in his senility of his old age, thought that he was trading Nicolas Cage from Lord of War.
Hang on. That was a big word. What's senility?
Well, I reckon I just made it up because
it's like senile.
Senile, yeah.
Senility.
And then after I said that, I was hoping you wouldn't bring it up, so then people realise that I don't actually know
I
grammar.
was trying to educate myself on the senility of the non-senility. Get my vocab bigger.
But anyway,
you just made that up.
What do we think of it from a purely a deals perspective?
Personally, I mean, Russia's pretty bad anyway. So I think someone else is just going to take over from that Victor dude. I mean, someone else would have just done the same job. We get Griner back.
But she's there on like a misdemeanor, which is for possession of weed, basically. And we've given back, not we, I'm not American.
Yeah, he served his time, 10 years for arming a whole nation of children in Africa. He's done his time for it.
Well, he's doing his bit for child employment.
Yeah, he is, exactly. I mean, it also... He's doing his bit for the other side of child employment, which is child deaths, which is probably not as good.
Not as good.
But, I mean, get it back.
I kind of think it's
I don't really care. It doesn't help anyone out. Russia's in war anyway, so like...
I don't think I've seen a deal this bad since Gary V rocked up to a single mother in Detroit's house who's just trying to feed her kids and offered to pay her $2 for an old coin, which retails at $200,000.
They are the best. No, Gary V is a scumbag. They are the best videos. So, guys, we're going to get down here and get the best prices. Get a low, get a right down low, and then we'll sell it online for a markup of 100%. And it is genuinely a family, a single mother that is just trying to make some money. And this guy goes on and goes, he's just like, sell, get out there, make those coins. It doesn't matter who you beat down to get it. He's an absolute scumbag, Gary V.
Oh, and that's literally all it is. It's family people who are just battling to...
Yeah, and people are making money off... I don't know why he doesn't give the tips to the families.
Give him a 10% cut. Everyone's happy.
They're pretty funny videos where they're just like old people. They're like, yeah, have whatever you want, dude. And Gary's taking the piss out of him. And then have you seen his NFT thing where he just he's got I thought it was kids who drew them.
Crypto punks.
No, that's not Gaz.
Isn't it?
No, CryptoPunks isn't Gary V. That's their NFTs. He does his own one, which are like V Friends. That's what they're called. But I thought it was children. They look like children's drawings. But they're actually Gary's drawings that he's done. And then he's put up for NFTs. They're absolute dog shit.
What does it entitle you to? What do you get from...
You get like a meeting with him. You get to go to the conference every year or whatever. I'm not sure what else.
Jeez, you couldn't pay me to do that.
Yeah, you get maybe one sit-down meeting with him or something. I don't know. If you're into that shit, get to go to a New York Jets game with him.
Back on the subject of the deal.
You can be his assistant for a week. Sorry.
Yeah, he does that for free. You work for me for free for 90 days. You get some job skills, and then just throws him out. Next intern on.
I wouldn't mind getting Gary V on here. He would. What would he spruik? Has he ever been to Australia?
I don't know if he has.
It'd be fun to get on and then take the piss out.
He definitely won't be welcoming me like he welcomes his dad with a big sloppy kiss on the
lips. Yeah, the Tom Brady kiss the kids. Oh, that is like all fun and games. You kiss your dad. What age is it not all right to like kiss them on the lips? Can you do it until old age, or is it like a European thing that they just keep kissing
I
kids on the
think
lips.
when you get to 2, it's probably not acceptable.
It is.
I'm not about that.
Mate, come on. Jeez.
I'm not about that.
You seem like you're making up for something there. You're trying to be real tough.
Wait, how do you greet your dad in Albury?
Yeah, mate, kiss on the cheek. And then I fiddle with his earlobe. I'm like, hey, good to see you, Dad. No, hey, look. He snuggles up.
But anyway, back on the subject of the deal. It might be a controversial thing to say, but do you...
Oh, shit.
Not that
Go
cool.
on.
No, this is not even controversial.
I just remembered I forgot to call Dad for his birthday. Oh, no, it was yesterday as well. Shit, that's reminded me.
How old?
Oh, I sent him, he's 54. I sent him a message and forgot. I said, I'll call you tonight. I've completely forgot.
I thought you were worried I was going to say something controversial. No issues with that.
No. I'm just worried that I'm a terrible son to my father, which I am.
Oh, you are.
I did send him a happy birthday message. Surely that makes up for
I
something.
think it makes up for it. It's a hard
And I said,
pass,
I'll
but
call
it's a
you
pass
tonight.
nonetheless.
I forgot to call him. 54, it's not a big occasion.
No.
He knows-
They happen every year.
Exactly. He knows I'm in his thoughts. I didn't tell him I was coming to his birthday dinner either. But I think he assumed that I lived 3.5 hours away, that I wasn't
I'm
coming.
not coming.
Yeah.
But back on the subject of the deal, right? It's not even that controversial, but I feel like that deal wouldn't have gotten done if Donald Trump was the president.
Dude, he probably would have got it done for less because he was such good mates with Putin back in the day.
Yeah, maybe.
But then there's different times. Like, there's a war going on now. She wouldn't have been in there that long and if there wasn't a war going on.
Here's the thing. That's the thing. She got done just before the war.
Yeah,
so there's
terrible timing.
This argument, right? It's a stitch-up job because she's a WNBA player. And it's like, use it for political points. So because Russia knew it was going to go to war, and they're like, all right, once the war starts, we can use this as leverage for bargaining.
Yeah, it's a classic.
But then
classic wartime move.
But then
that's how I would have done it.
Then there's the other argument, right? Because there's another guy who's in there.
Yeah, the Marine.
And there's another guy who's an older white guy who was done for medicinal marijuana, which is prescribed to him, not for recreational. Mm-hmm. So the USA has bargained to get a girl out of prison for possession of marijuana for recreational uses, which is illegal in Russia. There's still people in America who are doing time for that same crime. Do you think it's a bit weird that they're bargained, giving back a war criminal?
It is pretty, it's pretty hypocritical, to be fair, like just straight up. But like, what else could you have got for that dude? Like Brittany Grant, like a couple of bales, like what else?
But why didn't they get the Marine and the other guy out, the old white dude? Like, do you feel like
they're strong, they're strong-willed.
Because she does tick a few boxes.
Well, what's their value?
Gay, WNBA player.
For what? Tick boxes for what?
The diversity boxes.
Yeah.
This is the argument that the Democrats have been making.
Well,
it's more of like.
So then, what would they? If she was tranny as well, what would they have to give up? Like that's more. That's more on her pride. Like how far does she go?
2 war criminals?
Yeah, maybe 2 war criminals. Like how far do we go with this? What if she had a child inside her at the same time? She was pregnant. Her price would skyrocket.
I just feel like in terms of, it's just one of the worst deals I've seen. Like they could have got back. Sure, it's not a like for like trade. Like, yeah, she got stitched up, but like they paid too much.
Well, the thing is, Russia just do not give a rat's ass. Like they don't care about. I don't think they even care about that war. They
definitely don't care about war.
They don't care about him at all. You're bargaining with someone who doesn't care about who they get back at all. They're just trying to take the piss out of you.
Yeah, exactly. They're just trying to like do it for their own political reasons. But
anyway, terrible trade. I'm on the side of good to have her back. Like there's Russians are bad dudes anyway. There's going to be another bad dude. He's just another bad dude going back to Russia. They've got even more evil people there.
I feel
it's
like
good to get someone back.
Just as the Russians kind of got over the hump of, the Cold War and being the villains in movies, I feel like they're probably going to be back in the vogue. Like surely next James Bond that comes out, it's going to be a Russian villain.
Yeah, Russians are evil. Yeah.
I mean,
it has to be.
It's been probably the Middle Easterns have probably been the punching bag for the last 15, 20 years, and now it's probably going back to the Russians, the Soviets.
Well, we had a few years of like Karens in movies being the villain as well. They had their time for 2 years. I've seen some terrible movies where it's just a white woman.
Well, I was going to say, did I miss the last James Bond?
Yeah. Like Gone Girl, crazy white woman.
They are. They scare me.
They had their time.
I'm not going to lie. They scare me more than Russian war criminals.
Crazy white women. Yeah. It's not just white. Well,
what have Russian war criminals ever done to me?
I don't know who the fuck we're picking fights with today.
They've never bailed me up in a Kmart.
Yeah. I had my first moment the other day I had a Karen moment. We're driving out of the drive-thru at Macca's, and she'd pulled up. You know when you have to wait for your food, you pulled over to the left a bit.
Oh, yeah.
So she hadn't pulled over that far, but we could get through just enough, and the rear vision mirrors were like this close. She wasn't really paying attention. I wasn't driving. My mate was. I was like, oh, no, you're right. Just go through. And she looks over and sees how close it was. And she looks over at us and she starts screaming like a genuine, like looking at us like that. I was like, what are you doing, lady? We're not going to hit your car. Then I had the window down. I'd wind the window down. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you yelling at?
Where do they get these social skills from?
It's a 60-year-old woman screaming like that. Like, oh my God. Like, that is not even a thing to scream at.
If I did that, it
what
would
a
be
reaction.
Unacceptable.
Nah, you're allowed to scream at if they scream first, you can scream back. Yeah. That's the rules I follow.
But anyway, on the subject of
nan cops a bit. Yeah, go on.
We're talking about Russians a bit and authoritarian figures and, just too heavy-handed with crimes and things like that. So just hot off the back of the Adelaide test, and there's been a lot of people there just having fun as you do, beer snakes, drinking, like good, honest, harmless fun. Like carrying on like pork chops.
Yeah, on the hill.
But who's getting hurt? And the security guard's been pretty red hot.
I haven't seen much of this, Tice. What's been going on with it?
Oh, just pulling blokes aside for sculling a beer, just general antics. Exactly what you would do on a Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, can they not expect that? Like, who are they pulling apart? What is the worst thing they've pulled people apart for? Just sculling beers.
Sculling beers, the big, the beer snakes that they've got, like the wizard ones.
Yeah, didn't they crack down on Bay 13 at the...
They desecrated it. I think
at the G?
It hasn't been there for about 3 or 4 years. They put a big pay extra VIP sort of thing at the G.
So dumb. Remember when they tried to get rid of the Mexican wave as well?
What are you doing? The fun police. Like what happened to one of our mates who's an MCC member, he was telling me a story about his old man who's like an old school MCC member. He used to go to the cricket, and I think it was about 77. They brought in, because you used to be able to bring in as much beer as you wanted, and they brought in a restriction, and it was like 1 slab per person per day. And the cricket starts at like 11 and it's going to 6. So if you're smashing through 24 cans on your own, and they reckon...
Oh my God, what a dream.
Everyone was mental, like they were up in arms. It was like the Iranian Revolution, which is going on at the minute. Everyone's just, this is a breach of our civil liberties.
It is, and it's gone full circle now. Like, what's a goat or something at the cricket's like $13.
$13 for a midstream.
You can get a 4-pack for $13, I think, down at the shop. It has gone completely the other way.
This is the decline of Western society.
It is. We harp on it at every show. You could run for politics on it.
At least,
and you want to.
Yeah. I mean, at least the MCC though, you can get beer in glass. You get your pints. You get your full strength.
That's just I don't know. You don't trust the general public with drinking full strength beer. That's pretty weird.
I probably don't, to be honest.
Well, mate, we've been there. I don't trust anyone in that G drinking full strength beer. There's some dumb shit going on there as well.
Oh, geez. The old Percy Beams, the Schooner Express.
Oh, my God, yeah. Like, there's no difference. I think you just drink full strength beers everywhere.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't get the point, but imagine having a slab at the G. Oh, it'd make it so much easier.
Just BYO.
Pour them out every day. Why don't we do flasks and stuff more often? Because it's a pain in the ass. You got to mix it, I guess.
It's a pain in the ass. You don't want to be rocking up, with a flask of whiskey and then oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just here for a Coca-Cola on its own. You can tell for a fact that they're red flagging you straight to the bouncer because you probably...
What about this? Barocca tablets, but they're like beers. So you put in water and there's alcohol in them and it turns it into a beer. Can that be...
Almost like an alcoholic kombucha.
Pretty much. Can you is that a thing? Is
it
dehydrated alcohol that you add water to?
Surely one of our fans out there runs a kombucha business. Can you get back to us?
I just had a kombucha before the show.
How was it?
I'm a big booch man, yeah. Nextbar. I'm thinking about investing in their Series B investment in their second round. Yeah. I drink that much of it.
You've been stung a bit by the cryptocurrency NFT market. Next investment, kombucha.
Kombucha, yeah. It's the summer feeling for me, to be honest.
Oh God,
that's what I love to invest in kombucha for. I used to drink so much of it in lockdown. God, it'd be good. Wait, I was thinking. No, I've lost my train of thought now.
We'll go on to another topic while we're on the subject of sport. So. Don't know if you've been following TikTok, social media. A prominent NRL player did a speech at another NRL player's.
Yes, Jerome Luai.
Luai, yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it? Luai.
I
I don't
think
know. I am from New South Wales. I'm a Blues man. I do follow the NRL a little bit with the Panthers. But at Toho's, at his wedding,
Yeah.
like a stocks. What did he do? He
think
went up and gave a speech where he joked about how much he farts. How much Toho farts, because they shared a room on their trips when they were younger. And then he joked about how he was cheating on his missus with like English people in the toilet, rubbing one out. What'd they call it? What's it called? A fifi. A fifi, having a fifi. At his mate's wedding. Like, what are you doing, you absolute peanut?
Apparently
talking about this in front of the whole crowd and in front of the wife. Like, it's not just your mates. It's not a 21st speech.
Apparently there are a few derogatory slurs out there as well.
Oh, 100% there would be. If he's gone this far, like, what an absolute peanut.
Know the audience. Have you ever been in a situation at a wedding like that where that's happened?
Mate, I've been to like 2 weddings in my life. That's if anyone wants me to invite me to their wedding, I'd happily go.
I
love weddings.
I went to one wedding. Can we censor some? Yeah. Thanks.
No, you say it.
So went to a wedding. It was my cousin's wedding, and the bridesmaid who was marrying the bride who was marrying my cousin, her bridesmaid did a speech, and then just talking about something, and then in the group chat was called the coolest.
As a nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
But like not the sort of word that you want to use in a wedding in front of like a lot of people and family. My grandma was there. She wasn't paying attention. Must have been about the only one in the whole wedding that didn't hear it, because like it was like you dropped a pin and everyone's like, what? And Nan's just like, what? What did she say? And I reckon one of my uncles is like, oh, I think she likes to have a punt. Loves Randwick on the Saturday.
Going and dropping the C word. You need to read the room.
Oh, you got family, you got older people. You can't be doing that.
I don't get it.
Surely
What are they getting from that moment? Where you're dropping it's not funny. Is it because people get so nervous?
A lot of attention.
No, is that why it is? You think I don't think they understand what
the consequences of like, you got to read the room.
It's just so dumb.
Sure you've been on 21st where you've seen something mess up. Like the mum's gone back in tears. There's been some shagging story or something, or doing something which is not straight down the line.
Yeah, many a 21st that has happened. But it's just, I don't know, man. People just take it way too far and tell stories they should not tell. Probably stories that should go to the grave, to be honest.
Yeah.
With people. But it's just the classic one. It's mostly shagging, isn't it? It comes down to that.
Yeah.
Some weird stuff they've done. Like they've shoved a pinger up their butt or something. Right. And they tell the mum that. And mum doesn't even know what a pinger is. And she goes, what are they shoving up their butt? Is that a thing people do? They have no idea what's going on. Most of the time, mums don't get it, but they know that they don't understand it, so it must be wrong.
Oh, but yeah, I've seen some bad ones. I've seen some mums go out in tears. Like, I think if you're doing the speech right, you want to toe the line and kind of embarrass them a little bit, but you don't want family members going out in tears.
No, not at all. Especially back to the weddings. Like, it's the wife's day as well. And don't make a joke about you cheating on your wife at the fucking wedding. Like, that is fucking stupid. Like, what an idiot.
There's some stuff that crosses the line, and then there's like, well, I think the wife's family might just revoke the half of the wedding that they paid for.
Yeah, exactly. And imagine the wedding videos after that.
Oh, God.
Would you delete the speech completely?
And it's on social media, mate. It's not going anywhere.
You can't take it back. I had actually one of my mates' weddings where there was a chick that fainted there. That ruined the wedding. Well, it didn't ruin the wedding. It was pretty funny though. She just went, and they're like, carry on. Don't make a scene at a wedding. Just fucking act cool. Wait till the reception afterwards. That's when you get wild.
If you're gonna faint, just don't do it in the ceremony.
Don't do it. Never faint if you can help it.
Anyway, while we're talking about, things which have been posted on TikTok and social media, I'm not sure if you've been following it, right? All over TikTok, there is this conspiracy that Britney Spears has gone missing. I'm talking like Gary Rowan in the 2014 grand final.
Yeah, give me some details.
Just disappeared.
Set it up for me. What has she been doing? Because I've seen she's active.
No, but you can't see her. There's no paparazzi photo. So this is the thing.
it's all her. She's got a tripod and she's taking photos
No.
of herself naked.
No, that's like maybe a month or two ago. There's been nothing recently. Mate, what's the conspiracy theory about Avril Lavigne? That she died and was replaced?
There's an impersonator. Yeah, being Avril Lavigne. You reckon Britney's doing this? No, it's so
I'm
Britney.
not saying that's what I think. I'm just saying that is the conspiracy going around.
Well, give me some more. I need some more
Well,
details
I
about
know
the conspiracy.
Britney Spears.
Who's taken her? First of all,
Well, that's the thing. No one knows, mate. It's like you hear her voice and there's videos, but
you need to do your research a bit more. You need to look more into this conspiracy. You can't just come to me with this surface level stuff, mate. You're the TikTok guy. You gotta know all about TikTok and the conspiracies that are going on.
Yeah, I need to watch some more Alex Jones.
I need you. You should do your Alex Jones impression. You know, you do it for me all the time. Do it.
No, I actually don't. I can't.
No, you always do it for me.
No, you go. You got to show us.
No, you do it. It's your Alex Jones impression.
No, but
I can't do it.
I can't because I've got a real whiny, nasally, kind of like whingy voice. I can't do a real deep, like Alex Jones conspiracy theory sort of voice.
No, I'd save it for another time. You work on it. So I'll put you on the spot.
Another time.
Alex Jones. Yeah. But so she's been kidnapped.
Well, apparently she's gone missing, and it's just,
she's not gone missing. I don't think she has.
I'm not saying she has. I'm just saying this is the thing.
Conspiracy. Well, where's she gone? Who's taken her? I need more details.
But this is the thing. No one knows. It's
Is
kind
it
of like
a movie? Is it like a real life movie?
Do you reckon there's anyone who has gone missing in the past? When you talk about like people think Tupac faked his own death, or Elvis, mate. Elvis would be like in his hundreds now, but like
Elvis, he died on the toilet. He was fat as.
Yeah,
he's definitely dead. He was a chunky boy. He's definitely dead. Nah, Britney's still alive. She's fine. She could have gone missing herself. Like, she could have kidnapped herself. That might be the conspiracy. Maybe she's feeding all the rumors to everyone.
Don't know. Are there any conspiracy theories which you believe? You look like this sort of guy that would like get down to like deep Reddit thread.
The fuck does that mean? What do you mean I look like the sort of guy that would get down to... There's some weird shit on Reddit. I'm not a big Reddit guy, but I got on it the other day. There's some weird fucking stuff on it. Have you heard of torpedo tits?
No.
They're like old tits. Don't go there. Someone told me the other day, and I got on. It is disgusting. It is a rabbit hole. Like anything.
This is not suitable for the podcast.
It definitely is. Anything you want, any kink there that you've got, there's definitely something on Reddit to find out where it is. Like you can find it on Reddit. It's disgusting. What's the one kink you have? Don't tell me.
None. I'm pure.
Britney Spears conspiracy kink. There'll be something
Britney
on
Spears,
there.
born on the same day as me, Britney Spears.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
There you go. Maybe that's why you've got a special bond. We'll get a psychic on the show next week.
Caught in the Matrix.
Can we call her? Can we get her to do some, like, what do they do? How do they?
Sure, she's releasing.
What's
a new
telekinesis? How do they get that going? Can you research that during the week for me, and then we'll come back next week and we'll do some Britney Spears. Where are you, Britney?
We'll do that.
I've never done a Ouija board. A Ouija board? Is that what they're called? Ouija boards? I've never done one of those.
I think so.
Have I missed the boat? Should I have done it when I was about 12 in a dark room? Yeah, okay. I might have missed the boat on those. I do hate scary movies as well.
God.
maybe I just need to relive my childhood of scary stuff.
Well, on that bombshell, let's do some research.
Do a Ouija board.
Well, I was going to say, let's do some research on some conspiracies, do a Ouija board, and we'll be back if we don't get sucked in like Jumanji.
Who would you like to talk to from the dead? Who's someone sick that you'd like to talk to?
Anyone?
Like from way back in the day. I was thinking just like a normal, like my great grandfather or something. Just some normal bloke. See what he was doing.
Just the average bloke.
Do you think any of our dads fought in the wars back in the day? Like,
well, I know my grandfather fought in the war.
No, older than that.
You're talking
with
about
swords.
long back.
Yeah, with swords.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The wars with swords are way cooler than the wars with guns.
Well, I think like if I was
Is
fighting
that a hot
war,
take?
well, I think if I was fighting a war, I'd rather get shot and it be instant than like you get piped through the guts.
Yeah, but so that's why the wars with swords are better. The men are stronger. There's more going into it. Swords are cooler than guns.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
They would be sick wars to fight in. And then like for days just in the mud. Like they'd stink as well. No deodorant.
We've just gone down a real history thread. It's like, what do they say? You know, when guys turn over 30, right, you've only got two interests. You can either get into smoking meats or World War II history.
Oh.
I love both.
Or bees. My dad's into bees. He's into bees. There's actually a lot of people that are into bees now. My uncle is into smoking meats, you're right. And the History Channel, Tony Soprano, he loves the History Channel.
The History Channel.
Good show. But yeah, maybe that's what we should do, go LARPing. Actually, that's pretty...
What?
No offense to LARPers, it's pretty lame. Live action role playing. It's where they get the swords and fight each other in the bush.
Oh, no, mate. Nerds. They are nerds.
They are. Yes, Sir Jax-a-lot.
Oh,
Sir
well.
Jax-off-a-lot. That's your name. That's your
Mate,
fighting
sorry,
name.
I'm going to butt in. You've had about like 1/3 of your gin and tonic, and I need another gin and tonic. So we're going to go for a quick break.
Okay, mate. Well, I'll just sit here. You can go. I'll just sit here and chat about wars and swords with the rest of our fans.
Welcome to the Lachlan Crawley podcast. We're back in business, baby.
Here you got your refill. We were just talking then about, you've come in, you've gone, we've got to talk about Dua Lipa and dating Jack Harlow.
Mate, I just remembered.
Or did you go off to dump one in your belly button, did you just then, and you came back thinking about it still?
Pour my gin and tonic, and then I was just thinking, you know what I heard this morning? Dua Lipa is now seeing Jack Harlow.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter as well. I don't know what to believe in. I can't believe anything. After the whole Pete Davidson, Evan Ratter thing, I don't trust any media anymore. At all.
Flume's PR stunt.
What was his bet? Oh, yeah, sorry, last week.
Yeah. But
Sorry. I was there for that. I was there when you told me that.
She can do so much better.
Dude, hey, it's not about, what do you mean so much better? It's about what's in here.
Oh, mate.
What are you talking about? Jack,
He's a peanut.
have you ever had a girlfriend?
No.
Well, then there might be something to look internally at there.
I'm not saying...
About your views on people dating. Jack's a lovely guy. He's a sweetheart.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that, but I'm saying she can do better.
As in?
Well, who's... Fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. She's too old. She's
I
too
thought
old.
I set you up there to say yourself. I thought you were going to say yourself, and you did really well then, mate. You didn't take the bait. I'm proud of you there.
Take the bait.
No, good. That's good. You shouldn't have taken the bait. Well done. I'm proud of you.
I know where I stand.
Yeah, you do. You're very realistic. Nah, fuck DiCaprio. No,
So
he did better than that. He's just swinging his dick around.
What's Jack Harlow do? He just like samples Fergie.
Yeah, I don't know. He's charming. He's funny. His hairline's not great, but he's pretty white. He's just a white.
He doesn't even rap well.
Yeah, I guess Toss. I guess he doesn't rap well, but I don't believe anything I see in the media anymore.
I reckon.
It could be fake.
No,
but
no.
They got one photo together.
Do you reckon?
Okay.
We're talking about all right.
I'm locked in.
We're talking about conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
They're gonna release a song together.
Yeah, probably.
I'm just putting one and one together.
100%. Everything is a PR stunt these days. I don't know who I can trust. My life is in shambles. It has to be a PR stunt. If we call this right, mate, I'll feel a lot better about myself.
Mate, they should make a CSI show.
Should we just do this? We should just do PR. Yeah, PR. Is it a PR stunt or not? Every week.
Can we get some DMs? What do you think gets plastered as legit, but is a PR stunt? I honestly
that Chris Rock slap, PR stunt. That's PR.
I feel like we're living in the Truman Show.
Yeah. Happens a lot. What else happened out there?
The only one, mate, Andrew Tate is trying to get us out of the Matrix.
Oh my God, the top G. The top G. We're not Andrew Tate sympathisers. That guy's a peanut. He's entertaining, but he's an absolute peanut.
I miss the comedy.
He's funny to laugh at.
I view him purely as a comedian, but I love...
But boys believe the shit. I talked about my cousin the other week. Boys believe the shit he's spewing out.
Mate, people believe anything. We're talking about conspiracy theories. People believe we didn't get to the moon. People believe that...
That's not going to that.
Yeah, let's not...
This could go for way too long if we get into what happened on the moon.
Do you reckon this is how Alex Jones started? Just him
and his mate on the podcast.
Having a couple of gin and tonics, and he just slowly went down the red pill pipeline.
Red pill, green pill. Have you seen the new Matrix?
No, I haven't actually.
Dog shit.
On the subject of new dog shit movies, haven't seen it. Probably won't see it.
Okay, don't you fucking start.
Avatar 2.
Avatar is not a dog shit movie. It's great.
It's Pocahontas with blue people.
Oh, come on. It's Mulan with blue people. Or is it Pocahontas?
Pocahontas.
Is that what they said? Pocahontas. Yeah, well, yes, they've ripped off the Pocahontas storyline. They did do that. But it's like every movie's the same, dude.
Will you go and watch it?
Guy meets girl. Guy can't be with girl. Guy falls in love with girl. Girl and guy break up, and then they get back together. They love each other. Da da da. Every movie's the same, pretty much. Avatar is great. They put so much money into it. They have sex with their hair or whatever. They connect together. Is that right?
It's just like porno, but the Smurfs.
They can swim. I actually watched a video. I actually did watch a video on this the other day. No, not a porno on Smurfs. On Avatar. Not on that.
You needed to clarify that early on.
Because I was thinking about what I was about to say. No, I watched a video.
I was like, sorry, what?
James Cameron insisted that they had breasts for the Nutley because he wanted it to be real. Like that he put his foot down and said they have to have breasts. And so that's why you've got blue Avatar titties. And that's probably why you've got the blue Avatar Smurf porn now as well. Because James Cameron's a horny bastard and had to put it in.
Well, you're the one that's watched it, so you know.
I haven't watched it. I've been on Reddit, but I haven't been that far down the Reddit hole. Jesus Christ.
Do you have the attention span, though, to go to a cinema? And
no, not a half an hour porno of Avatar. Too long. You'd skip to the good parts.
Is that what you do at the cinema? You just put your hand up. Please skip. I mean, I don't know about you, but TikTok has absolutely shredded this generation's attention span. Mate, I can't even watch a 30-second video on TikTok. Like, get halfway through, next.
Well, how do you expect people to watch your videos then, Toss? Maybe you shorten yours.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
You're preaching, do what you preach. What is it?
Practice what you preach.
Yeah. Practice what you preach, mate.
But the other, like, you think as well, like, you know, when you watch an instructional video on YouTube, it'd be like 3 to 5 minutes. And you start and the person will be talking and like you just skip 30 seconds in to see what it's going to do. Like we can't even keep attention for like a 3 to 5 minute video.
What? And so you don't think we can see movies anymore?
There's no chance I'm sitting in a cinema
Avatar
watching grown-up Smurfs like for 3 hours and 12 minutes. It's not happening.
Avatar will be... Is that how long it is? Do you actually have to? It'll be long. It will be long.
And it doesn't help that the popcorn's gone before the credits roll.
Get refills now, mate. Also, don't be so gluttonous. It's Christmas time.
Mate, you got to treat yourself.
Yeah, well, buy 3 popcorns.
Have you ever had...
Easy problem. You got plenty of money.
Mate, have you ever had a popcorn actually make it to the start of a movie?
What do you mean? Yeah, I have. Of course I have. Yeah, it makes it 10 minutes in, but it still makes it to the movie.
Yeah, but usually it's like 30 minutes of
The worst is when
ads.
someone doesn't get a popcorn, you got to share with them. Fucking peanuts. Get some popcorn.
How many people are you taking to the cinemas?
Just me and my brothers or my cousin or... What do you mean? Why are you smirking at me like that?
No, I was just going to... It went to a good segue. You're talking about your cousin and movies.
Oh, yes. Very good segue. I will finish on I'm going to see Avatar 2 and it's going to be great. I'm not a massive James Cameron fan. He's a bit of a douchebag, but I'll watch Avatar 1. When's it come out? Like tomorrow or the next day?
I'm a big fan.
The 15th, I think. But I'll watch the first one again. Big fan for Sam Worthington to come back as well. We've got to support the Aussies.
Yeah. Lara Bingle.
But yeah, Bingle. Yeah, they got a few kids. Go on.
Well, James Cameron, good director, but I'm more of a fan of his ex-wife, Catherine Bigelow.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Point Break and The Hurt Locker, 2 of the greatest movies
so
ever
horny.
made.
Who's Catherine Bigelow?
His ex-wife, who directed Point Break, the best movie of all time.
Oh, so you like her for her intellect?
Yeah, for her
You
movies.
Look at you grow on the show live. You grow as a man.
Johnny Utah.
This is amazing.
But anyway,
look at this personal growth he's showing, guys.
Let's
listen to it.
Let's go on to Crawley's cousin.
Yes. So that's what I did this week. I watched my cousin's new Christmas movie called Christmas Neve. So it was a little 30-minute thing he shot up in the Gold Coast a couple of months ago. Pretty good production. The production crew was on a movie with Pete Davidson beforehand. So like all the camera guys. Apparently he used to just go to set and just smoke weed, and his handlers were just like,
do windmills.
He can't do that here. And he goes, oh no, he's got a license for it. And they're like, you can't get a license for it here in Australia. That's not how it works. He's just rolling around smoking doobies. But it's on a movie set, so who cares? It was in the Gold Coast.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so it was shot well. He had his premiere last week, and I dressed him for it. I picked his outfit, so everyone sees him out there. I'm also a stylist now.
Mate, while you're wearing nothing at all, mate.
Oh, the Patagucci?
Well, I can just see a pair of corduroy pants and just your face.
Stop looking at my penis, Toss.
Not much to see.
No, yeah, I can attest to that. I can definitely attest to that. That's a subreddit down there as well. Not much to see lockcock down on subreddit. Someone's made that, one of the fans. No. So he's up in the Gold Coast. He's made this film. He's like the co-lead in it. Plays a real like neurotic Dan Humphrey from Gossip Girl sort of dude. You should go see it. Christmas Eve. It's on whatever it is. Had the premiere and stuff.
Where can we see it? Is it
On YouTube. On YouTube. I'll post the link somewhere so you guys can watch it. But it was good. It started. The first 3 minutes were great. Really set it up really well, and then there might have been some plot holes in it. It's 30 minutes. I had to cram a lot into it, and it was good. And then right at the climax of it, I won't tell you what happens in it. So I don't ruin it for everyone. But in the last scene, they sing like Christmas karaoke.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact my cousin cannot sing like whatsoever. And I think he'd prepped me for it. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen like dubbed people singing like in Riverdale or High School Musical. It was some of the worst dubbing out. Like the guys sounded nothing like themselves. One of them was singing without a mic, and because they've got two blokes to dub over their voices.
No, like those old Japanese or Chinese like kung fu movies.
Yeah, they're exactly like the abridged version. It was exactly like that. And then he blasts out this tune at the end, and I was like, it was very funny. You guys have to go watch it. The voices just did not match who or what they were singing. I'm like, dude, you got to sing for Granny Crawley at Christmas this year. That was great. He actually, one of our cousins thought it was actually him singing and sent him a message saying,
congrats, mate.
I didn't know you could sing. That was amazing. And he's like, how fucking dumb are you? Obviously, I can't sing. That was not me.
He's not even moving his lips. He's not even moving his lips, and the voice is just going over the top.
Anyway, go. I gotta shout out my cousin that Izzy. Go see Christmas Neve. Neeve.
We'll drop the link in the bio.
Yeah, we'll send him a link. What else do we have a podcast for other than talking about conspiracies?
To shout out our mates or
Reddit.
A bit of nepotism.
Shout out, a bit of nepotism. Nepotism's okay if they're good at what they do. Oh, it's my stance on nepotism.
It worked in the royal family.
When they do their cousins?
No,
is that how their nepotism?
Nepotism. Just keep it in the family.
It does. Should we talk about? Is that what we're going to talk about?
The royal family.
Do you want to talk about a republic or the royal family?
We'll go in that, but we'll talk about the royal family, right? So, I'm not gonna. I haven't watched it, and I'm not gonna watch it. But it's like on the forefront of everyone's mind at the moment. The whole Harry and Meghan thing. Like, I think it was like they got like $100 million for doing this new Netflix documentary.
Damn.
Bit of carry on.
Damn.
What I can't get my head around is how they've spoken about. We just want to get out of the limelight, away from the paparazzi. We want to live our own lives. And it's like you're just putting yourselves in the face of it. And they're like, well, we've got expensive lives to live. And it's like, well, hold on. Why don't you live like the rest of us? Yeah, we're not carrying on.
Yeah,
Do you think it's a bit...
It is. They've come out of the royal family where they're given everything. They've got so much money. And they've got to make... It's just so... It's hard. They just seem so fake. Like, how much money is too much money for people? Obviously, they just need more. It's just, I want to think they're nice people and doing it for nice reasons, but when they're given that much money to talk about it, like, just hell, they don't need it.
Buy a nice house in the country. Mate.
Yeah, and settle down. You don't have to be in the public eye. Except, oh wait, Meghan wants to be an actor, so she loves fucking attention.
Mate, Prince
Obviously,
Harry...
that's the reason she's doing it.
They could buy a house in Albury and no one would recognise them. They just live it.
Hey, hang on. They used to holiday in Albury.
No,
they did.
No.
There's a farm.
Fake news.
No.
Fake news.
They had a farm about half an hour, 45 minutes outside, and they used to come over here and holiday just outside of Albury.
What they do? Fox hunting.
Yeah, down at the weird dam, they used to get out in the ski boats, and they didn't at all. But imagine that.
I said fake news. Yeah.
No, it's not fake news. That's not a conspiracy.
Well, Prince Charles,
look it up. They have property out there.
Prince Charles went to Geelong Grammar.
Exactly. So they have. There you go. You're just proving my point. It's not quite Albury, but it's in Australia.
But I mean, obviously, a lot of people love it. They love the drama, and this was going to go the next thing. Like, you're of a different opinion to me. Like, what do you think of the royal family in general? Should they still be our head of state? Should we still be linked to them or not?
Yeah, they don't do anything. Like, I have zero. Other than this right now, when we're talking about it, 0% of my brain is going to a republic and the royal family. I do not care.
Yeah,
except for Pippa Middleton's butt. That was a cool part.
But it doesn't say much about
Kate Middleton's wedding. That was dope.
Retweet.
But other than that, there's no part of my brain that holds any.
But it doesn't say much about a democratic country if someone born into their role can be the head of state. And I mean,
but they don't.
No. Technically, I have to say alleged before I say Prince Andrew was an alleged pedophile, so I don't get sued by the royal family. But an alleged pedophile could have been our head of state.
Allegedly
technically,
soon to be confirmed. Yeah, he could have been the head of state, but luckily we found out about him.
allegedly, he just hopped onto one of Jeffrey Epstein's planes and went to
So many people.
an
went there.
alleged island in the Bahamas.
This is another conspiracy that isn't a conspiracy that's real. Like Ellen DeGeneres went there, Donovan Mitchell went there, Rudy Gobert went there to his island, Bill Gates has been there a heap. Like there's a lot of weird people that have gone there.
And Jeffrey Epstein allegedly killed himself.
Yeah, allegedly another conspiracy. But I don't.
Jeez,
I
we're
don't
really in a conspiracy. Last
know.
week we're in a singing mood,
I know.
and this week it's conspiracy week. It's like Shark Week. You know, we just latch onto something.
Don't fucking get me onto Shark Week because I can speak of another hour about Shark. I fucking love Shark Week as well. We're getting way off topic here, man. I'm a big Shark Week man.
Next week, does the megalodon exist?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think it does, but I want to. Okay, no, we're not getting into it.
No, because I could get so caught up in this as well. Like,
Exactly. We'll stick to the royal family, and they're fun for the paparazzi and stuff. The women fucking cop it. I think the scrutiny they get from the public probably, I don't know whether it outweighs the money they get from the taxpayers, but they're cool to be a part with us. Like, they're funky.
All right, so I understand.
Part of our history.
Some people, famous people, the rich and the famous, like the scrutiny is a lot. But that's the trade-off you make, right? You're earning millions and millions of dollars a year, and you're super high status. You have like one of the easiest lives. You have a trade-off. Yeah, there's going to be people taking your photos. There's going to be people that hate you. You don't like that. Don't go in the media. Just like fucking buy a farm in rural Victoria and just.
Don't you think we can grow as a society and be more kind to people? I fucking knew where that was going. I just thought I had to ask it and put it out there, just in case someone hears this and does smarten up there.
No, we're like the product of hundreds of thousands of years of evolution. Yeah, just because we've got technology in the last 100 years doesn't like change the fact that we've still got like the brain of a freaking chimpanzee, mate. Like you can't change human emotion, right? We're always going to want to tear people down.
Nah, bro, that's not what.
I'm not saying do it, and we should work towards stopping it. But like,
that's not what the top G says, mate. You just follow his 5 rules, and you can challenge your emotions, and you can evolve.
No, I agree with that on a personal level.
And
but
you
I'm
can
saying
be the top G.
Societally, that's not going to change any time in our lifetime.
It's a beta mindset, Tossel. You got to have an alpha mindset.
When alpha mindset is that you work on yourself, but you can't work on everyone else.
Ah, fuck that. That's an alpha.
Mate,
baby.
all social media has done is just like.
I had 5 liver pills today. What did you do? Any pills?
Wait, if you had liver pills after Liver King came out.
100%.
What about Bull's testicles?
Ate them as well. Did a full cycle of roids as well.
The old
Can't
Rocky.
you tell? That's why my face is so plump.
The old Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yeah, 100%.
What's
Did those. Had vitamin D tablets and fish oil as well.
What's the thing the gym influencers talk about? Mewing.
Oh, that's where you go like. Is that where you on a tongue at the top of the mouth?
And like to just get your jaw protruded.
Can you see that? This is great. This is great content.
I probably need to like just not have a crack at liver pills because like in terms of our target demographic, like if we're going to do some paid promotions, it's probably just going to be like gym supplements and dick pills. Like if we're being honest.
Yeah, Manscaped. That's what we would be for. When you said gym supplements then there, I thought of like Jim's mowing. I was like, fuck, he's got into supplements. Respect to Jim's mowing. I know he's into a lot of stuff, but he's also into supplements. That's sick. That might be the next avenue for him. For Jim. He's getting older. As you get older, you should do some roids. Wait, I don't know how we got here. How did we get here?
I don't know how we got here, but let's
from the royal family.
Let's find a way out.
I think we're done with the Republic.
I reckon we got one more topic in this. And, you know, we've been harping on this a lot, but it checks out. The World Cup, mate.
Oh, yeah, last week we had the conversation. I was like, Toss, don't wear your Brazil top. Wait, save it for next week.
Wait to the final.
When they're in the finals and whatever and wear it. And you came out today and you're like, you fucking idiot, Lockie. Like, I should have worn this last week.
Chronic choke is a bit like the Sydney Swans.
Yeah, massive chokers. Well, are Sydney big chokers?
Yeah. Like, what have they lost? Like 3 grand finals?
I'm not up on the stats. But yeah, they've lost a few finals. But yeah, Brazil, what a World Cup that we've had. All the underdogs, Morocco are great. They're good to see from Morocco.
Well, it's Morocco versus France coming up, isn't it? It's the battle of the colonizer versus the colonized. Who will win?
True. Half the teams. Yeah. Yeah.
Who are you going for? The Frogs?
This is okay. Another conspiracy / PR stunt. FIFA's wants the Argentines and Messi to win the World Cup.
We are living in the Truman Show. It's been scripted.
It is. Like they're pushing that.
It's not even
so
Argentina.
hard.
It's just Messi. It's
They
like
want
Messi
Messi.
versus the world.
That's the story. Is Messi his final World Cup? They're going to get him a win. I think that's why the calls are going the wrong way.
Did you get some enjoyment out of Ronaldo going down? Or are you a Ronaldo fan?
See, Cristiano Ronaldo. See, I'm.
Will you be following him in the Saudi Arabian League?
I've been up and down. Probably not in the Saudi Arabian League, unless he pays me. He's got enough money. Give me a bit of money to watch him. But
Your price is very low.
Price is very low. I've gone up and down with Ronaldo and Messi. I was a Ronaldo fan when he was at Real Madrid because I was a big Real man. But Messi may be the best player I've ever seen play the game.
Oh, mate, he's a god. He's
He
a
is.
demigod.
Just his skills. He's the best player I've ever seen to play the game. Other than Fernando Torres, he was pretty good as well.
He would not have to buy a single meal, single beer, anything. He would go back home to Argentina, mate, and they would just
He's a king.
roll
He's
out
a
the
king
red
anywhere
carpet.
he goes. He's massive. He could move to China. They'd be doing the same thing.
Well, we were talking about the royal family. If anything, he's probably more prophetic than the royal family.
Messi, yeah, probably is. Weirdly, like soccer's a fucking terrible game. Like pretty boring to watch. I don't know why it's the world game.
Well, do you think?
I probably shouldn't attack soccer fans out here. That might not go that way.
Who do you think got a bigger funeral? Do you reckon the Queen in England or
the Queen.
or Maradona in Argentina?
The Queen. I know. You're making a joke, but the Queen's funeral was fucking massive, and we got a public holiday for it.
What?
Everyone watched it.
They got like 5.
Who? Argentina? From Diego Maradona's?
No, they're still very.
What, they get 5 days holiday?
No, Argentina definitely not. They're
For
still
the coke hangover that they all had.
they're still pissed off at the Falklands, which the Queen's alleged pedophile son fought in.
Is that a war?
The Falkland Islands in the 80s, mate. They're like some islands.
I know the islands.
Mate,
I don't know about
some
the
of my
history them.
favourite islands.
I was thinking Jimmy Faulkner. Remember he used to bowl those ones out the back of his hand? Slow ball, James Faulkner.
Yeah.
Just a slow ball. He was king shit. And he won that game off his own bat. When was that? The T20? Or was that one dayer? It was a day night one dayer.
How did we go from talking about a war
Sorry.
in the Falkland Islands
you said
to the
Faulkner.
80s to Jimmy Faulkner and the Big Bash?
Don't say stuff that I'd think about.
But the Big Bash, how good is it to have it back?
Well, it's not as big as it used to be.
Big Bash and chill.
I saw a tweet today. It was just like pretty much Big Bash. There's nothing else on TV to watch. I may as well just watch a Big Bash during the weekday. That is pretty much the limit of brain it gets from everyone else.
Yeah.
And Supercoach is trying to spruik it so hard to be Big Bash Supercoach.
No.
Just because I follow AFL Supercoach, I do not want to play this shitty Big Bash Supercoach.
No.
It's boring. You don't know any of the players anyway.
Well, the women in our household have cracked it. They're like, if there's more than 2 girls in the lounge room, no Big Bash.
Yeah, cricket's pretty. Yeah, that's probably fair. Or are you against that rule?
Well, I don't say if there's more than 2 guys in the lounge room, we're not watching Love Island. We're not watching like.
Come off it. You'd watch Love Island.
Yeah, I'd probably rather watch Love
Yeah,
Island than
100%
Big Bash.
you'd rather watch Love Island than the Big Bash.
Guilty.
I mean, that's what I've been watching. Too
Caught
hot to,
out.
Too hot to
Lock me
handle.
up.
Too hot to handle is.
Yeah, that's when we went through there, yeah.
Their new season's just come out as well.
Fuck, we'd better tune in.
It's got me hooked. They've got this bloke Creed on there, who's the Aussie, and he's just.
That's not his name.
His name's Creed. Yeah.
Creed is like a
He's a
US
blonde
rock
Australian.
band from the early 2000s.
Yeah, Creed.
With
correct
arms
hustle.
wide open.
That is Creed. He sort of speaks like that. He's like, oh, yeah. So, Veronica, I don't really want to date you anymore. I want to see other people. Is that chill? And then she goes off and he goes, I just don't think you should have reacted that way to me. I don't know where that came from. And that is what he speaks like. He is so slow.
Is he from like the Central Coast and just loves a few hongers?
I think he is, genuinely. Oh, that's what he did. That's what he does for a job.
What, smokes hongers?
No, he grew up in a tanning salon. So he used to tan chicks growing up. Like his parents owned a tanning salon, and that was his job, was tanning people as he grew up.
No,
what a weird job for a kid to have.
No,
Imagine just throwing your 12-year-old son in there. All right, just spray this naked girl down.
What are the illegal ones?
It's from the
solariums?
fumes. That's why he's so stupid. He's just from the fumes.
Solariums?
Oh, yeah, they're the illegal ones. I had a couple of mates who used to go to those, and then when they made them illegal, they bought them for their own house and used to have them out the back. get their mates around.
Guys, just a health warning. All Crawls' mates died at 23 from skin cancer. Please do not buy a solarium and put it in your backyard.
That is not medical advice.
Just do it the old-fashioned way. Lie in the sun for 5 hours.
Yeah, and use sunscreen. Like, you're not kidding yourself. You're going to look fucking old if you don't use sunscreen when you're tanning. Anyway, how'd we get on? Oh, yeah, 2 Up the Handle. Great show. Here's a great show. And then what I got into after that, oh no, there's a few boys. The Scottish guy, not hot. There's this really attractive chick, Kayla, on there, and this guy's just funny, and they're mucking around. I did some research, as you do in the Reddits, to see who the new people are. Kayla,
research. That's the first time in your life you've ever done that.
So Kayla on the show is like the one that all the boys are fawning over. She has an OnlyFans.
Is she the Georgia Hazarati of this season?
She sort of looks like her, yeah. And all the boys want her. She has an OnlyFans. And the funniest part is, Bad Baby.
Yeah. Bad Barbie?
Bad Barbie? Baby? Bad Baby.
Is she the...
Cash Me Outside, how about that?
that?
Yeah, she's got an OnlyFans now. In one of her videos, this Kayla chick's in the background with her tits out. And now she's on Too Hot to Handle. Like, what a downfall. I don't know how they hired her for this show.
It's like in 20 years, right, are there only 2 jobs for people in the younger generation just going to be like, well, OnlyFans or you're a podcaster?
Yeah, pretty much. For guys, it's podcasting, and for girls, it's OnlyFans.
I feel like the money's more lucrative in OnlyFans, and I'd definitely do it.
What do you mean, Toss? We're making no 100% it's more lucrative on OnlyFans. And also, who the hell is going to buy your OnlyFans?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. There's just not the demand.
Unless you got a Smurf cocked under there. No one's looking for your OnlyFans. Unless your dick's purple or blue.
Not yet.
Not yet. Anyway, 2 Up the Handle is great. Oh. And then it got me into talk about Brazil. Then I watched the Brazilian Too Hot to Handle and the Latino one. And they're us white guys, us white people, we're nothing like the Latinos. All the girls are making out, all the dudes are making out. You've got a massive everywhere.
Latino fetish.
Okay. Well, not fetish. I'm impartial to a nice, attractive young lady. A bit of emotion. But if you can go and watch the Latino Brazil one, do it. Because they are, oh my God, they are just another level over there. They are so horny. It's crazy.
Well, I reckon that's all we've got for this week. On that bombshell, we'll close off. But subscribe, follow, give us 5 stars. If you see us at the pub and you give us 5 stars, we'll buy you a beer. So thanks for listening. See you next week for a Christmas special.
Yeah, Christmas special next week. And I won't buy you a beer if you see me in the pub.
Crawls can't afford his own.
I'll get you a shot.
That's why I'm pouring you drinks.
You know what? I'll get you a shot of Fireball. How about that?
Done deal. On that note,
yeah.
Back to you in the studio.
Ciao.